Have you ever felt stuck in life, weighed down by stress, uncertainty, or endless to-do lists? Imagine a life where every day feels meaningful, peaceful, and connected to a higher purpose. A life where you're not just getting by, but truly thriving. The path to that life doesn't have to be complex or out of reach. In fact, with just a few transformative teachings rooted in Buddhism, you can start to change your inner world instantly. These 10 teachings are profound yet practical, and they hold the power to bring clarity, resilience, and joy into your daily experience. Today, I'll walk you through these teachings, showing how each one can guide you toward a more meaningful and peaceful life. Are you ready to transform your journey from within? Let's explore the wisdom of Buddhism and open the door to lasting change. Welcome to Buddhism on Life. Here we bring Buddhist wisdom to you in a way that's easy to understand and apply to modern life. Whether you're here for spiritual growth, self-discovery, or simply to find a bit more peace in your day-to-day, we've got you covered. This channel is a community for anyone who wants to embrace life with wisdom and positivity. If you're enjoying the content and want to be part of this journey, please give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. It really helps support our work, and it ensures that you'll never miss any insights on this path of self-discovery. And for those ready to embrace change, I invite you to set a powerful intention right now. Write in the comments section, "I am ready and willing to accept miracles in my life." By affirming this mantra, you're opening yourself to new possibilities, and this act of intention can amplify positive energies in your life. Go ahead, let's make this a moment of transformation together. Now, let's dive deep into these 10 powerful Buddhist teachings. Each teaching has been practiced and revered for centuries, offering practical guidance that can help us transform our inner lives and relationships. By understanding and applying these principles, we can open up new perspectives, find peace amid chaos, and cultivate joy and resilience. Teaching 1. Mindfulness, the art of being present. Mindfulness, or sati, is one of the foundational practices in Buddhism. It means paying full attention to the present moment without judgment. By embracing mindfulness, we can stop living on autopilot and start experiencing life fully. Mindfulness originates from ancient Buddhist teachings and is a core part of the Noble Eightfold Path. Buddha taught that mindfulness could help alleviate suffering by allowing individuals to become aware of their thoughts and emotions, rather than being controlled by them. Begin by dedicating a few minutes each day to mindfulness. For example, try a mindful breathing exercise. Simply inhale deeply, feel the breath fill your body, and exhale slowly. Notice the sensation of each breath. This simple act can calm the mind and center you in the present. Real-life example. Imagine you're caught in traffic, frustrated and impatient. Instead of reacting to this discomfort, take a deep breath and shift your focus. Notice the surroundings, the sounds, the other people around you who may also be stressed. By bringing awareness to the present moment, you can release the tension and approach the situation with a sense of calm. Mindfulness reminds us that life is a collection of now moments. Each moment we let slip by without awareness is a moment missed. By practicing mindfulness, we train our minds to slow down and appreciate the beauty in everyday experiences. Teaching 2. Impermanence, Anicca, embracing change as a constant. Impermanence, or Anicca, is the understanding that everything in life is in a state of flux. By recognizing that nothing is permanent, we can learn to let go of attachments and accept life's natural ebb and flow. Impermanence is one of the 3 marks of existence in Buddhism, alongside suffering, dukkha, and non-self, anatta. Buddha taught that by accepting impermanence, we could free ourselves from suffering, as clinging to things that inevitably change leads to disappointment and sorrow. Reflect on the impermanence of everything around you. Consider your relationships, material possessions, and even your emotions. Understand that these things are subject to change, and that's natural. By accepting this, you can start to find peace even in difficult times. Real-life example. Imagine you've lost a job you loved. The immediate reaction might be sadness, anger, or even despair. But by embracing impermanence, you can recognize this as a temporary phase. While this job loss feels challenging now, It could also open doors to new, unexpected opportunities. Impermanence encourages us to let go of attachments and live with an open heart. It helps us understand that the nature of life is change, and in that change, there is both loss and growth. Teaching 3, compassion, Karuna, cultivating kindness and empathy. Compassion or Karuna is the practice of extending kindness and empathy toward all beings, including ourselves. In Buddhism, compassion is essential for spiritual growth and happiness. Compassion is closely tied to wisdom in Buddhism. Buddha taught that compassion arises from understanding the interconnectedness of all life. By recognizing that others suffer just as we do, we open ourselves to empathy and kindness. Start by practicing self-compassion. If you make a mistake, acknowledge it without harsh self-criticism. Extend this kindness to others by actively listening, offering help, or simply expressing understanding. Compassion can be as simple as a smile or a few kind words. Real-life example, think of a time when someone cut you off in traffic. Instead of reacting with anger, consider that the other person might be dealing with their own struggles. They could be rushing to an emergency, stressed, or simply having a bad day. By responding with compassion, you avoid unnecessary negativity and instead bring peace into the situation. Practicing compassion helps us connect deeply with others, enhancing our relationships and fostering a sense of belonging. Teaching 4, non-attachment, letting go to find freedom. Non-attachment is the practice of letting go of our desires, expectations, and clinging. It's about enjoying life fully without becoming dependent on things, people, or outcomes for our happiness. Buddha taught that attachment is one of the root causes of suffering. When we cling to things, we set ourselves up for disappointment, as everything is impermanent. By practicing non-attachment, we free ourselves from this cycle of wanting and dissatisfaction. Try letting go of the need for approval from others. Instead, focus on living in alignment with your own values. This doesn't mean not caring about others' opinions, but rather not letting them define your self-worth. Real-life example, suppose you're in a relationship where you feel anxious about losing the other person. By practicing non-attachment, you can appreciate the relationship for what it is without becoming dependent on it. This perspective can bring a sense of peace and stability, allowing the relationship to flourish naturally. Non-attachment allows us to live more freely and openly. It teaches us to enjoy life without needing to control it, finding peace in the present rather than in an idealized future. Teaching 5, contentment, Santosha, finding joy in what is. Contentment, or Santosha, means being at peace with what we have and who we are. It encourages us to look within for fulfillment rather than constantly seeking external validation. In Buddhism, contentment is seen as a source of joy that arises from within. Buddha emphasized that true happiness doesn't come from external possessions, but from a satisfied mind. Start a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This simple act can shift your focus from what's missing in your life to what's already abundant. Real-life example, imagine feeling dissatisfied because you don't have the latest smartphone. Practicing contentment would involve recognizing the ways in which your current phone serves you well, appreciating it, and letting go of the desire for something newer. Contentment encourages us to shift our focus from what we lack to what we already have, creating a sense of peace and abundance. Teaching 6, right speech, Samma, Vaca, the power of words. Right speech is part of the Noble Eightfold Path, which provides guidelines for living ethically and spiritually. Right speech encourages us to communicate honestly, kindly, and thoughtfully. Buddha taught that words have power. They can create harmony or cause harm. Right speech involves refraining from lying, gossiping, or speaking harshly, and instead using words to uplift and support others. Before speaking, pause to consider if your words are true, kind, and necessary. This simple practice can transform your relationships and reduce misunderstandings. Real-life example. Let's say you're tempted to complain about a coworker. Instead, choose words that focus on finding solutions rather than spreading negativity. This approach can build trust and foster a positive environment. Right speech reminds us to use our words mindfully, recognizing their potential to build or break relationships. Teaching 7. Self-reflection. The path to inner wisdom. Self-reflection is the practice of observing our thoughts, emotions, and actions without judgment. It allows us to understand ourselves more deeply and make choices that align with our values. Self-reflection is encouraged in Buddhism as a way to gain insight into our motivations and habits. Buddha taught that self-knowledge leads to wisdom, which in turn guides us toward a more meaningful life. Set aside time each day to reflect on your actions and thoughts. Consider what motivated them and whether they align with your values. This practice can lead to greater self-awareness and wiser choices. Real-life example: after an argument, take a moment to reflect on why you reacted as you did. By understanding your triggers, you can respond more thoughtfully in the future. Self-reflection encourages us to take responsibility for our growth, leading to a life of greater integrity and purpose. Teaching 8. Patience. Embracing life's pace. Patience is the ability to remain calm and composed, even in difficult situations. In Buddhism, patience is a virtue that helps us deal with challenges gracefully. Buddha taught that impatience leads to frustration and suffering, while patience brings peace. Practicing patience allows us to accept life as it is rather than forcing it to be something it's not. Next time you're waiting in line, use the moment to practice patience. Take a deep breath, observe your surroundings, and let go of the need to rush. Real-life example: suppose you're frustrated with a friend who isn't changing a harmful habit. Practicing patience allows you to offer support without expecting immediate results, helping both you and your friend find peace. Patience helps us navigate life's ups and downs with resilience and grace, allowing us to accept things as they are. Teaching 9. Gratitude. Appreciating life's blessings. Gratitude is the practice of recognizing and appreciating the good in our lives. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have. Gratitude is encouraged in Buddhism as a way to cultivate joy and contentment. Buddha taught that gratitude helps us recognize the interconnectedness of life and appreciate the small blessings we often overlook. Start a daily gratitude practice by writing down one thing you're grateful for each morning. This simple habit can shift your mindset toward positivity. Real-life example: imagine feeling stressed about finances. Practicing gratitude might involve recognizing and appreciating the resources you do have, such as a roof over your head or supportive friends. Gratitude transforms our perspective, helping us see abundance in even the simplest things. Teaching 10. Letting go of ego. Finding true freedom. Letting go of ego means releasing the need for constant validation and control. It allows us to connect with others authentically and live from a place of humility. Buddha taught that the ego is a source of suffering, as it creates a sense of separation from others. By letting go of ego, we embrace our interconnectedness and find inner peace. Practice humility by acknowledging others' contributions and refraining from always needing to be right. This shift can bring a sense of freedom and reduce conflicts. Real-life example: suppose you feel offended by a comment. Letting go of ego allows you to move past the need for validation and respond with understanding instead. Letting go of ego frees us from the constant need for approval, helping us live more peacefully and authentically. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Buddhist wisdom. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these teachings resonated with you the most? Do you feel inspired to begin incorporating them into your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, if you're ready to welcome positive change, type the mantra "I am ready and willing to accept miracles in my life" in the comments. This simple act of intention can open you to possibilities beyond what you imagine. If you found value in this video, please consider sharing it with someone who might also benefit from these teachings. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already, so you'll be here with us for more wisdom and inspiration. Until next time, continue growing, seeking and embracing peace within. Thank you for watching, and may your journey be filled with transformation and joy.